mingle to get have kind of connection and feeling for each other. And sometimes when we have this relationship with each other, our mind becomes very complex and we have different feelings, happy feelings, calm feeling, and sometimes we have the feeling of being lonely too. If we don't get enough connection, enough social attention, then we feel lonely. So as practitioners, we try to come back to ourselves, come back to our in-breath and out-breath, and just to really calm ourselves, calm our mind down, and just to, if you have a feeling of an unpleasant feeling, you just recognize it. Just feel, that you have that unpleasant feeling, whether it's neutral or a pleasant feeling. But right now, you're sitting here very peaceful. It's a pleasant feeling, right? So just try to come back to that pleasant feeling and just be aware of it. And I see that for me, just going back to the topic of like brother asking me why I became a monk, it's that simple living, going back to that simplicity. We all look the same. We all wear brown robe, shave our head, wear the same color, and the cars that we use is, and we have just one big 16 passenger car and a few vans. And outside, maybe when you're 16, your parents buy you a car, or then everyone in the household will probably have a car outside in a normal lifestyle. And then you have to commute from work and college. And as a monk, I see that I'm able to come back myself and seeing my weaknesses and strength, and to transform my weaknesses. I can understand my mind more, and as a monk, and also to help to continue the practice of mindfulness and bringing happiness to the world. And I see that I have a story about a butterfly. We have a young friend. How old are you? 8. What's your name? Amir. So there's no whiteboard here. Usually I would draw pictures too, but I just tried to tell a story about 2 butterflies, and one butterfly, his name's Jack, and he would fly. Let's begin. Let's rewind. He's not a butterfly yet. He's a caterpillar. So Jack the caterpillar, he lived in a hut with his sister, Daisy. So Jack and Daisy, they are caterpillars. So they will live in a small hut down below but on the ground, and there's a small hut. So every morning, Jack the caterpillar would crawl and go up this big hill of caterpillars. They would usually when you see caterpillars, they will walk in a chain, on a line. So the caterpillar will walk up this hill and just to gaze down at the valley, very beautiful. And then every day he would do this, because it's a caterpillar's life. They have nothing to do, nowhere to go. Just continue to. There's many caterpillar hills. So the caterpillar would go up there, and Jack would go up there and gaze. And then one day, after maybe 5 or a few months or something, then one day Jack the caterpillar would he met a friend that show him the way of being a butterfly, and then his friend showed him how to be a butterfly by just finding a quiet spot, like maybe a branch or a tree or underneath some shade. So the caterpillar Jack would find this nice quiet spot just to come back to himself, and just to, maybe for a few weeks, he make himself into a cocoon. A cocoon is like it's like a white fluffy thing where he's staying there for a few weeks just to really come back to himself and come back to his true nature as a butterfly. So after a few weeks, Jack manifests as a butterfly, and then he would could go back to his he would go back to his hut, fly around, but then he also had a sister, and his sister wanted to be a butterfly too, but then his sister didn't know how to, so he had to come down and fly and swoop down and just to pick up his sister, the caterpillar and just find her a nice quiet spot, and also to Daisy also can be a butterfly, and he showed her the way to be the true way to be a butterfly. So basically, the story is about helping each other out, and also to really find your true nature. You come back to your inside, you know who you are, and don't look outside, but just try to find a quiet spot, just to calm and just to really be there for yourself. And then your true nature is the nature of just really to relax and just to you have wings. You can fly. When you really come back to yourself, you can go anywhere. Nothing can stop you when you really can be really calm and relaxed. And that's the story about the butterfly. And I think to continue this interview, the Miracle of Mindfulness talk show host, I would like to ask my brother Bear about what is his motivation for his next few months or weeks to continue his practice of bringing mindfulness into society, into his life. Because I was introducing to, he's also a former veteran, former in the Storm Desert Shield, and back in the days. So he wanted to continue the practice of mindful living and to really helping other people. So I just want to. It's just a question. You can go on outside the box. It doesn't even have to stick to this question. Thank you, brother.
So, dear respected Thầy, dear respected brothers and sisters, dear friends, one of the things is I've been a monastic for 13 years now, and my younger brother, like he shared,